Hey y'all, it's Coach K, and I want to welcome you to episode 43 of the Stimulus Package. Today, we're talking about interpretation. Alright, so as many of you know, I have been watching a sermon series entitled Beast Mode by Pastor Darius Daniels. He is the pastor of Change Church, and when I tell y'all, God is like coming after me in these sermons, he's coming after me in these sermons. He really is like confirming so many things that I prayed about in private through the sermons, and I'm just like in awe. Like every Sunday, I'm like this. Like I'm here to absorb and listen, and then I can apply. Like I'm here to absorb and listen, so I can apply. And I think it's amazing, like to see how God unfolds truth and like reveals it to you through different mediums, through different people, situations, movies, all kind of stuff, messages online, all kind of things. God speaks to us in so many ways, but sometimes our interpretation of what's being said is kind of off because we're either still being affected by our failures, our past, our setbacks, our circumstances. We tend to see whatever is happening or perceive whatever is happening through the lenses of our own tints. So like if your glasses are rose tinted, you're going to see things rose tinted. If your glasses are full of darkness, you're going to see the darkness in everything. Like whatever you put emphasis on is what you're going to see in every instance of your life. So I thought that the message was extremely powerful because it talked about how when we interpret things the wrong way, especially our failures, we lose sight of what we're supposed to be doing, and we lose the stamina that we need to keep pursuing the things that God called us to do. And I can relate to that in so many ways because as an entrepreneur, we hear the word no a lot. We get rejected a lot, even by people that love us. You know what I'm saying? Like you tend to feel like you're alone and in this box at times because you see this vision so big in your head, but you don't always have the resources to get it out to the world, or for some people they don't have the support to like really help them like get out there and like have the courage to do the things to execute the vision. So I mean, it's just so many different instances or circumstances that can cause us all to interpret different things different ways. But I do believe that God is speaking to us all, and he wants us to remember that failure is a part of the process, and setbacks, all of that is a part of the process. These things are going to happen, but the way that you perceive them and interpret those situations will either cause you to grow or it will hinder you from even stepping out and continuing to pursue what God called you to do. It all depends on you. I believe that the things that we go through are literally the friction that we need to rub off the dead skin and help us to become brand new and help us to gain new clarity and a new mindset. I think that all of those setbacks are just like hurdles to help us to gain the stamina that we need to move forward and, strengthen us and help us to have tough skin. And I was not always like super happy about failing, and like I wasn't always the person who was able to bounce back quickly. But after going through it a few times, I realize now more than ever that every time I've had a setback, or every time I've been disappointed, or every time somebody hurt me, or every time it was something like that, I always reemerged greater and better than I was before. And I honestly feel like those things helped me to go into a space where I reevaluated everything, and it made me value the process. It made me fall in love with the process. So people ask me all the time, how do you stay consistent and how do you continue to move whenever things happen like that? Because it seems like you always find a way to keep pushing. And my answer to them is always that I am extremely vigilant about reigniting my hope every day. And I do that through prayer. I do that through working with others and like pouring into others, pouring into the youth. That reignites my hope because when I see God in them and when I see that light bulb go off, that shows me that what I'm doing is not in vain. And on those days when I feel this big, I remember those moments. And that's what causes me to continue to keep going. That has built my stamina, and that has caused me to be extremely focused and persistent. There are times when I don't feel my greatest. There are times when I feel like things could be so much better, it could be running so much more efficient. But I always have to take a step back and realize and remember, I'm not in control. I'm not running this ship. I am not the captain. I'm literally the co-captain. I'm literally the person sitting on the side, just following the directions. Like, I'm not the one who created the directions. I'm not Siri. I'm not the one driving the boat. I know who is driving the boat, and I understand that God is never going to steer me wrong, and He's never going to put me in a position where I can't reemerge greater than I was before. So whenever I get in those situations and I feel failure, or I have to deal with the impact of failure, I always remember that God helps me to reemerge. He always helps me to resurface, and I never stayed down long. And knowing that tried and true faith is real, and being in those positions, those moments of failures, being pissed off, being hurt, those moments are the things that helped me to develop the skin that I need to keep pushing. Every time you have one of those moments, you have to think about all the things that you've gone through. You have to think about the journey traveled. And then you have to ask yourself, if I was able to make it through all those things, if God allowed me to, reemerge and then He blessed you on top of that, what makes you think that He won't do it again? All of those struggles, all of those failures, all of those setbacks were literally there just to rub that dead skin off of you so that God could shine His light through you. It was literally to build the tough skin that you need to be able to endure and keep pushing during these times and during the craziness of this crazy world. We have to all be vigilant about reigniting our hope every day. And you do that through seeking God, looking for God in everything. Like just looking for God in everything. Serving others, being like of service to other people, and switching the game from me to we, making sure that you are focused on trying to make the world better for everyone and not just yourself. And then invest in your time, because the more you surround yourself with people and you serve and you go out and you're trying to fulfill the purpose, the more clarity you're going to get on your calling. Like, the more you are surrounded by like-minded individuals and community, your vision and your calling will become so more pronounced, and that drives you even more. Once God reveals the purpose, or once He reveals the mission, it's almost like you can't sleep. It literally is like it fuels you, and it makes you want to work so hard so that you can get to the end of that vision, so you can see it, so you can impact other people. So my answer for all of y'all when it comes to overcoming failures, setbacks, and disappointments is to serve, seek God, and be vigilant in reigniting your hope every day. But yeah, until next time, y'all stay focused, keep grinding, and respect the process. I'm Coach K. Come follow us at Level 27 Coaching on all social media platforms, and visit our website at www.level27coaching.com. All right. Love y'all. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye.